interrupt this radio broadcast for a news break, live from the PressCorps World Headquarters in Sunhaven. This is WPRSS in Ash Mayfield reporting. The war rages on in the 119th World Conquest of the Siva Valley conflict, pitting the Wardens of the North against Messian's southern legions. It is now day 485. Breaking today, a Warden offensive on multiple fronts as Farranac Coast is now under Warden control. Multiple pushes in the Callahan's Pass, Marvin Hollow, and the Clastra as colonial forces scramble to make a desperate defense. And as a reminder, the press corps is focused on Able Shard. Before we get to our stories, looking at the casualty office today, as of day 485, the total combined casualties, as reported, is 4.53 million. Total colonial losses stand at 2.28 million, and total Warden casualties stand at 2.24 million. The deadliest region for now is Farranac Coast, standing at 325,000 colonial and 292,000 Warden casualties, for a total of 617,561 total losses in that region. Though, as stated before, that Farranac Coast is now under complete Warden control, Callahan's Passage, which is now in a very close number 2, is expected to overtake that today. Looking in the west, the whole of Stemma Landing is under Warden control after naval and amphibious forces work through the night to secure the remaining islands. Farranac Coast falls as colonials retreat south and Warden forces have posted into Westgate. The intense fighting that has been a staple here in World Conquest 119 that has seen the Farranac Coast become a graveyard for over 500,000 people will no doubt continue as the Wardens march into Westgate. King's Cage as well continues steady fighting as both sides struggle to make any ground. Looking into the center, in the Lid of Mercy, although the last grove remains under colonial control, Warden forces have managed to take Outwitch Ranch, giving them an attack vector into the Deadlands and Lockmore. Though they will have to contend with the dangerous crossing of the River Mercy before that can happen. Callahan's Passage has become the newest territory to become the deadliest region, unseating Farranac Coast almost immediately after its fall. Craigstown and Whitechapel have come back under Warden control as intense fighting from colonials have resulted in an extremely costly push south. What had looked to be a promising armored offensive by Colonial Regiment Shred last night, where frontline soldiers reported low resistance and high morale, has now turned the fate of this northern region uncertain. This is also creating issues for colonial forces deployed to Marvin's Hollow, where the Wardens have halted colonial advances today, and with the seizure of Whitechapel, have opened up Marvin's west flank. Colonial forces cling on to supply lines in Marvin's Hollow to ensure the Clastra remains supplied. And in the east, in the Clastra, the Warden forces have taken the vault, no doubt seeking to reclaim its gold reserves, which may be helpful in funding the rest of their campaign southward. Colonial forces have staged a defense along the treasury, vowing no step back, as the future of the fragile Eastern Theater remains uncertain. And Owlet's Bite is now under Warden control, putting colonials on the defensive as they prepare their back and midline defenses for the inevitable push. Colonial forces have also managed to push into the southern area of the Fingers, securing Headsman's Villa, which is being supplied from Breakwater. And the Wardens have managed to take first march in the Shackled Chasm. Looking now to our super weapon readiness dispatch. As of day 485, Warden High Command operates a total of 52 storm cannons in 26 intelligence centers. And for their part, the Colonial Joint Chiefs have maintained a force comprising of 31 storm cannons along with 15 intelligence centers. Since our last report, the Wardens have confirmed to have built 2 storm cannons and 1 intelligence center and lost no facilities thus far. The Colonials, on the other hand, have finished construction of no new facilities, but have lost 5 storm cannons and 1 intelligence center, no doubt stemming from the losses as the Wardens have pushed them southwards. King's Cage now reports a total of 9 storm cannons for the Wardens versus the single colonial storm cannon in the area, signaling what may be the start to a long siege for the Manacle. Now to our weather chasers. The warning for severe thunderstorm roadwood remains in effect for the following areas: Callahan's Passage, the Moors, and Reaching Trail. Soldiers are advised to be wary of puddles and mud, which may hamper mobility. As well, the severe thunderstorm watch is still in effect for Stone Cradle, the Linn of Mercy, Viper's Pit, Sableport, and the Heartlands. Our weather broadcast would not be possible without the help of our volunteer storm chasers. If you would like to know more about the Storm Chaser Corps, visit PressCorpsGaming.com/weather. That's Press, CORPS, gaming.com/weather. The Press Corps reminds you to stay hydrated. Water from a canteen is a soldier's best friend, and a hydrated soldier is a long-lasting soldier. Water wins wars, the 3 W's. Press Corps has also opened up applications for regimental advertisements. Do you want to spread awareness of who you are? Then join the Press Corps Discord and make a submission, and we'll handle the rest. And from the Press Corps, we'd also like to extend a warm welcome to our freshly enlisted into our ranks, who may have joined us for War 119 and the infantry updates. We hope to see you on the front lines. Stay tuned for more news, music, and weather together on 121.5 WPRSS. Our next report will be coming soon. I'm Ash Mayfield, and you've been listening to the Press Corps, covering your world.
The Press Corps is an all-volunteer creative collective of reporters, broadcasters, artists, and more from the MMO video game Foxhole, developed by Siege Camp. Our mission is to engross our audience in and amplify the stories of this unique war ecosystem. The Press Corps was founded in 2018 by former Planetside 2 Radio Free Auraxis host, CaptainInArms. It is a separate community entity and is not officially representative of Siege Camp. For more information, visit our website at PressCorpsGaming.com. That's PressCorps gaming.com.